Chelsea are world champs.
World champions.
You lot are already world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
Chelsea are champions of the world.
World champions.
World champions, guys.
Chelsea, congratulations.
World fucking champions.
You have won everything in world football.
Yeah, world champions for 4 years.
Everything in club football.
You're the world champions.
World champions.
You are the world champions.
World champions, yeah. I'm not gonna be one of them like saying, yo, like there's a Tim Pot trophy. It's a pre-season trophy, bro. It's a Club World Cup, man. See the size of that trophy, bro.
Chelsea are going to have a stamp on their chest for 4 years saying world champions.
They're going to have Club World Cup winners for 4 years.
4 fucking years saying world champions.
I try to downplay it like the mad waking thing, you get me? But you comes to a point when you're like, you know what, blood? Man can't even, like, if they did a parade, yeah, man can't even knock it, you get me?
World champions.
The champions of the world.
They are the club world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
The best team in the world is now Chelsea Football Club.
Champions of the world.
And Chelsea are world champions now. Whatever you want to say about them.
They're going to be world champs for the next 4 years.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to be there 4 years time.
World champions at Chelsea Football Club.
Chelsea FC, champions of the world.
My name is Troops. And I am the wise man. And I would like to introduce the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated world champion, Carefree Lewis G.
Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to... Fuck, I forgot. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Yeah, needed to drop that. Wouldn't be fair if we didn't. But we are back live, guys. Big up every single one of you. Day 151 of the 1,461 day reign as your world champs. And can we start playing like one? Please, please, I beg. Because this week has been fucking horrendous. And next week's going to be even worse if we don't beat Everton and get 3 points. So we're going to get into everything regarding Chelsea versus Everton. All the latest news of the week as well, or whatever news there is. And yeah, let's hope we have a bit more of a positive weekend, because watching Chelsea has been fucking painful over the last couple of weeks. So yeah, but big up to every single one of you. Big up to Miller, big up to Brendan. I still need to chat to RSM about getting that changed, but in time, we'll get that sorted. Don't you worry, people. Don't you worry. Big up Disciple. Big up to Yaya. Big up to Hasington. Big up to Space Invader. Big up to Mavericks World. Manager of the month, Robbery. Maresca didn't lose in the month of November. So, like, I get why it would have been him and why he was up for it. But this is a new month. This is a new month. So the first thing, just for the first news topic, we're going to touch on it very quickly. Where is it? Where is it? So, obviously, Enzo Maresca has been named Manager of the Month for November. So yeah, big up to Maresca, but I'm sorry, this has come at horrid time. This has come at such a bad time, because you are under the spotlight, just like the sporting directors are as well. We have to be honest, we have to be objective. Too many games haven't been handled well enough. So sadly, well, not sadly, the consequences, your name is going to be thrown in there with the sporting directors, but still deserve the award. Big up. And Maresca, turn things around, please, because it's going to get bleak if we don't start getting some wins, and fucking fast. Yeah, Space Invaders, the worst fucking timing. I woke up to it and I just thought, this is going to piss off the right people, but also too many of the wrong people. Because too many shameless Maresca outers can kind of hold that. Some of the more reasonable ones It is what it is. I get why people would look at that and think, oh, not the time. But you did also win it and deserve to win it. So big up for that. And yeah, there's no chance of you winning it in December with the way the first 2 weeks have gone. But keep working and you might win it in January. You know, you might win it in January. Yeah. Look, well, we got to be honest. People say we don't hold Maresca accountable. Look, there's been a lot of games where we've spoken about it. And there's been things Maresca has done that has frustrated me. That's why the first thing I did when I was on CB's channel yesterday is I literally held my hands up and I said, look, I know I've been a very big Maresca defender. I'm still going to be Maresca in before anyone says anything. But we haven't centered on him enough. You bring the last 3 games into account. Then you bring in Brighton, Sunderland, Man United, and Bayern Munich. Suddenly, like, yeah, that's too many games where you've made mistakes. And now, look, I kind of get it when people are critical of them. I'm not going to cuss out anybody who's Maresca out because, like, ultimately, you need to get the team in better form. Now, I agree there's a lot of other circumstances that have happened this season. Club World Cup, 10-day preseason, key players playing with knocks, injuries, a garbage window. I completely agree. I have all of that as reasons as well. But you fucked up in a couple too many games. See, this is my thing, though, because like you're saying you're not backing him and you never will. That's where it gets crazy, because that means like he could completely turn things around and you're just going to say, no, don't care. I don't care. This is where it starts to be a problem. Like, for me, I think the pressure is absolutely on Maresca now. Absolutely is. Because you need to get Chelsea back into some form. We cannot go 5 games without a win. We can't. My argument has always been results. You get results, so don't really care about where players are playing and all of that crap. You're winning games. You're keeping the team in the right position. You've won trophies. You've got credit in the bank for that. But, yeah, like, I don't get it. I don't get that. Win Premier, I feel like we're changing the goalposts because we still literally won a World Cup. People can try and ignore that all you want. That is still a major honor, like it or not. The thing is, you have to keep winning more on top of that, which is why we'll get into it when we face Cardiff. You cannot fuck that game up. You cannot. You can't. I need to see a serious lineup. I respect that there's going to be rotation. I respect that because you have to. But don't do stupid shit. But that's a conversation for next week. We don't need to delve into that one too much. When will you be Maresca out? Because clearly he hasn't learned a thing. If anything, he's getting worse. I wouldn't agree with he hasn't learned a thing, but he's overcomplicating things. When will I get to a point of being Maresca out? Honestly, I don't know. Because I have to see how the games go. One thing I'll agree with for Sam is being in or out is a feeling. You know when you're going to be there. It's not going to be... It depends on this game because you have to look at the way the game went. You have to look at the reasons behind why you won or why you lost. Does it come down to the manager? Does it come down to individuals? What is the percentage on that? That's why when CB asked that question about, what was it? What position would it take for you to want the manager out? I said it's a dumb question. It's a dumb... Ask me at the end of the season when I've seen the whole season go through and I will know where I stand. Don't ask me to predict 30 games ahead of time. How the fuck am I meant to do that? And just tell you what went wrong in all of those games. That don't make sense. You have to just go game by game. But right now, you have to win on the weekend. You got to win on the weekend. Otherwise, you're going to be under more pressure. And then if we don't win, we're going to talk about why we didn't win and what the reasons behind that are. It could come down to a shit lineup. It could come down to shit game management. It could also come down to us just not burying chances and conceding some stupid goal at the back. It could be anything. Yeah, and Fielder, this is why he's in the spotlight. Have I said that he's not under pressure? Have I said that nothing that's going wrong this season is his fault? I've not. But I'm saying you now need to turn things around. So that's up to you. That's completely up to you. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I hate those sorts of questions. Troops asked me that, or Sam asked me that. Bare people say, what would it take for you to be Maresca out? Tell me as the season goes. But if we keep failing to win games and it keeps coming down to his decisions, that would be a reason to turn. But I need to see that keep happening. God forbid it does, but I need to see it happening. Don't ask me to predict 30 games in a row, though. Like, what the fuck? How many fucking things could happen? We could have an injury crisis. Oppositions around us could have injury crises. It could come down to individuals. Blah, 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 blah. I can't predict 30 games. And I wouldn't ask anybody else to do that as well. Want him out because he can't pick up. But here's the thing. We are going to rotate, especially in Christmas. You have to just accept that. It's about how you rotate, who you rotate with. All of those variables. You were Troops' toenail. I swear that account still exists, though. But big up to Joe Linton. Big up. Man said, can we just bring in Samu? Bro, we already know why that's not happening. That's also a name I haven't heard in a minute. How is Omarodion doing this season? Because now I'm just interested. 7 goals, 1 assist in 12 games. 3 goals in 5 in the Europa League. He's doing all right. He's doing all right stats-wise. He's doing okay. He's been rotating all season. Yeah, but bro, like... Oh, yeah, there is Troops' toenail. Yeah, we've had no preseason. We've had to rotate. Like, I'm not shocked. We are coming off a literal World Cup through the summer and a 10-day tournament. Complain about how we have rotated. But rotation was always going to happen. Always. Still not rotating properly. He's running Enzo Neto into the ground. We have spoken about the Enzo one. That is a surprise to me. And with that in mind, I don't expect to see him starting on Saturday. But then what? We've got Cole Palmer and Estevao back. So I feel like that should be the right wing and the right half space patterned in our formation. So that should be the 10 role. And then you do Santos and I would assume probably still Reece James in the midfield. That would be the way I'd expect us to set up going into this. But like I do hear it, like Cucurella starting to look fatigued. Enzo has completely dropped form, and part of that you could argue would come down to fatigue. Part of it. Because you have had like how many starts in the last month or so? It's crazy. So yeah. So are you going to the Paphos game? I think so, yeah, because Peter's going. Peter and Casually are going to be there for that game, so I think I'll pull up to it. I'm not doing another game in 2025. Need to save peas. Tax season is amongst us and all of that. So I won't be at the Everton game. We will be doing a watch along for that. But I've got a mission of my own. Find a place that's showing it because Peacock isn't. So if anybody's watching and they want to pattern the Discord, we will love you forever. The Carefree Lewis G community will always appreciate you. God bless. But if not, we will find ourselves a legal stream. We'll find ourselves a legal channel or a pathway for it. So we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Yeah, bro. Like, just shout me. Like, I'm in the same place after every game, innit? So yeah, just give us a shout, man. Give us a shout. I don't think it's not good enough to get minutes. What I'll say is I don't know why Estevao and Santos didn't get a single minute. I don't fucking get that. That's why on Wednesday, I just put my hands up and said, look, you lot want a custom manager, you custom manager. I ain't going to be doing Defense League like that. I don't know what the fuck we were planning on Wednesday, but it didn't work. Just didn't work for shit. But yeah, big up all you guys. Hit the like, subscribe. There is no... Oh, Indy Kalia. Of course, it took a couple of losses for him to start talking about Glasner and Iraola again. Okay, bore off. Ignore Indy Kalia. Indy Kalia and that Fikai's account air everything that they say because it's straight bullshit. Ornstein gave him one shout out and he's still living off it. It's dead. I don't believe we're looking at managers at all. I think regardless of what happens this season, Maresca is going to get the season, regardless of how good or bad it would get. Same way as Poch did. He'll get the season and they will do that big-ass assessment at the end of the campaign. The only thing I'll say is please assess the sporting directors while you do it as well. It's fucking jarring. Reason Enzo don't get much rotation is because nobody can do his role in the squad. He tried with Santos, Carney, and Kunku, Felix, and KDH. It's more than the pivot. I guess that would make sense because I would also explain why Cucurella's never seems to get dropped either. The only problem is you can see how much it impacts the performance because I'd argue since Arsenal... Now, before Arsenal, I'm not questioning his form. Everything from, I'd say, the Burnley game to then was very good. Very good. Maybe it's a fatigue thing that's got to Enzo. That's the one thing that I will give on his side, in spite of how inconsistent his form's been this season. But, yeah. Who's playing the Enzo role and the Caicedo role? Look, the only person I could see us playing in the 10 would be Cole Palmer. And then what would you have, like, Cucurella push up into the left 10? Maybe that's what you see us doing. And Santos will drop deeper, probably with Reece James. And I think that'll be how you see us setting up, personally. I think that'll be how we do it. Buonanotte could, but I was just thinking, why are we relying on Buonanotte? But hey, what a window. What a fucking window for Chelsea. One good window, Clear Lake, I beg. But we're also facing an Everton side that are fucking flying. They're in very good form. 4 wins out of their last 5 games. They are 2 points behind the top 4, which I think is us. I think we're only in 4th. I haven't looked at the table in a while. No. We're 5th. We're 5th. They're 1 point behind us. My bad. My bad, guys. So yeah, 4 wins out of their last 5. Dewsbury Hall is arguably their player of the season so far. Been looking at what Everton fans have been saying about their team this season, and they're all just singing praises about KDH. And I'm glad he's getting the respect that he deserves because he had a good end to his time at Chelsea. Started horribly, but he ended pretty well. But he's been their top scorer, their highest chance creator. He's been tried in deeper areas of the pitch, areas high up the pitch, and he's just been very good all around for them. Top chance creations, good shot attempts at goal. What else? Winning the ball high up the pitch, also deeper up the pitch as well at times. Been very, very good for Everton this season. Obviously, we know the threats that Ndiaye and Grealish are going to have. I think Tierno Barry is just getting into form because I think he bagged in his last game for them. But yeah, Everton are in good form, and I was going to say they typically don't do well away at Big Six sides, but they are also just coming off an away win at a Big Six team. That one being Manchester United and down to 10 men, because... yeah, that's not for everybody, is it? Winning at OT. Winning down to 10 at OT. We could take some lessons. We could really take some fucking lessons from that one. But they are looking for a 3rd consecutive top-flight away match without conceding for the first time since 2008. Fucking hell, mate. And since David Moyes has returned to Everton, only City, Arsenal, and Chelsea have recorded more Premier League victories without conceding than the Toffees. However, they hate coming to the Bridge. They have not won at the Bridge since 1994. And there's the jinx, guys. Also, David Moyes is winless in all 20 away trips to the Bridge. So here's hoping the occasion gets to him. We had a relatively tight 1-0 victory against them the last time that we played. Nicholas Jackson getting his last goal at home for the Gargantuan Blues. I don't really remember him doing too much in the game past that. But yeah, I expect them to come to the ground and defend. I expect them to play in a back 5 because they've seen how much we've struggled with it. I think that Ghana guy that they've been playing at right back, even though he isn't really a right back, is someone that we could potentially be getting at. But I'm also asking for some consistency on that left side, and I've barely seen any of it. Gitten started the last game, so I would expect Garnacho to be starting on the left. Although, did Neto get 90 minutes, whether it even matters? Did he get 90 minutes in the last game? I don't think he did. I just need to jog my memory a bit. No, he came off. He came off. Yeah, that was for Garnacho. And then Gitten's got moved to the right. That was it. That was it. Okay, so maybe you see Neto. Maybe. Just because I know we might still want to keep him for the defensive aspect of his game. But I expect Estevao and Palmer to be starting. And I'd like to see us just like, I said it and back again, let the chains go for this game. Let's play a bit more intense. Let's play with a bit more energy. Let's try and move the ball a little bit quicker, please. Because this is a big game. This is against opposition in very good form. And yeah, I'd like to see us try and approach this game with the right energy with that in mind. Because this is such a massive game, just in terms of perceptions. If Chelsea don't win this game, it's going to fucking kick off on all social media platforms. Might kick off at the ground as well. Because this game is where we're teetering from a bad run of form to people potentially having crisis conversations. You have to win, and like we need a bit of like a bit of conviction in the way that we play. So Maresca's got to show a serious message with this performance. And so do the team. So do the team. On everything that Maresca's opposed to. Bro, we've seen games where we play like that. I'm just saying, like, let's not chain ourselves up and slow things down too tough. If you want to do that shit, let's make sure the game is done and won, or like we're in a very convincing position before that. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot to come out of this game. Win or lose. And we had better make it a victory, because this has been a fucking dark week. Let's say, who should Chelsea be afraid of? And then we just go and not beat everybody as soon as I say that. I fucking hate the jinx effect. I fucking hate it. But yeah, Everton not there for the taking. I think it'll be a tight match for both of us, whoever wins. I don't expect either team to be winning by 2 goals, unfortunately. I think we could get a 2-1. At your best, you'll get 2 goals, but I don't really see it. Right now, I just need to see Chelsea win the game, and then we'll talk about winning with conviction after that point. But the pride's been dashed a little bit, so I want to see us bring that pride back. Let's have a performance that we could actually look back and say, yeah, that was a deserved result. A real deserved result. What's our home record? Any home stats? Any home stats? Let me have a look quickly. Nope, the fixture sheet is just froze for me. Great. Fucking great. So at home we have... Nope, go back a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wins in all comps. I think 3 in the league. And then 1, 2 draws. And about 1 defeat. 1 defeat just to Brighton. No, 2, Sunderland. Yeah, a bit iffy. There's a bit iffy. There's not a lot of consistency in that one. Any other ones? Nothing. We've dropped more points from winning positions at home than any other team this season. Oh, that's a lovely one. That's a lovely one. This is exactly why I didn't want to say get an early goal, because I knew at the back of my head I was thinking get an early goal don't mean nothing. Get an early goal don't mean shit. Win the game. Win the game and win with some conviction. That'll be what does it for me personally. That's already one more point than we dropped at home, having led through the whole of last season. And we need the other one. No, look, we can win this game. We can. It's just, our form is looking fucking jarring right now. You know that. That's the problem. Can't even speak with too much chest just with the way that we've been playing recently. That's why I'm begging you, just win so we have something to go off. Yeesh. Big up to Crack. He said, "You're a little nigger to me. Kiss you on your forehead." Quoting CB. Shout out to CB, man. Big up every single time. That Never a Foul stream reminded me of this channel back in 2023. Just straight carnage. Straight chaos. Fucking hell, man. Have we been up 2-0 at home in the league this season? Fulham. I think it's only... No, and Wolves. Fulham and Wolves. I don't think there's another. Unless you want to count Barcelona. Oh, no, you said in the league. Yeah, so 2 games. Fulham and Wolves. And, yeah, that's the only time we've been leading by 2 goals. What's the breaking point with Maresca? Look, I don't know. Because Wednesday was the first time where I looked at him and I was like, you've not been good enough this season. I'll be completely honest. You've not been good enough. So just assessing how it goes game by game from here. But I don't know yet. I really don't know. God forbid it gets to a point where I'm really thinking about it. But I don't know, man. I also hate the arguments, but I also have to bring in the argument where it's like, are we bringing in an upgrade? I've always said, if you're going to get me a proven winner, a guaranteed upgrade, go do it. Go do it. You won't hear a single word from me if you're getting like a proven winner, a level-raising manager. I'd be like, cool. I just don't believe we'd get one. I completely don't. Remember when Poch got sacked, I was saying, bring me Flick. Bring me Enrique. Bring me all of these, man. Who did I hear? McKenna, Thomas Frank, Maresca, De Zerbi. Now De Zerbi's still in a job, but you could still maybe go for him. See, man, saying Felipe Luis. He's done really well at Flamengo. I could hear that. But I don't watch a lot of Flamengo, so I can't say too much on that either. I can at least just say he's a proven winner. Man said, play the Atalanta clip again. Do I have the Atalanta clip? No, I deleted it. I do have this.
Squad, Villa or Chelsea?
Villa.
I am 6 points off 5th already.
I'm not 100% sure about
that.
I'm taking more players from Wolves than I'm from Chelsea. That's not an insult. That's just reality, bro. Because here's the thing. Okay,
Villa have a better team than Chelsea.
On a real, right? Here, listen.
Yeah, hold that, bruv. Hold that, bruv. Shout out Sam, though. Everybody's sub, even though he's a fraud. A big up. Yeah, Felipe Luis, he's been with the club as well. Like, would hopefully have a strong mentality. Barely got any minutes for us, though, because Aspi was just cooking at left back. I felt bad for him. Felt real bad for him. But yeah, KOTOR, the less said about that one, the better. You know them ones. Who's got a better squad, Everton or Liverpool? I'm taking more players from Everton than I am from Liverpool. That's not an insult. It's just reality, bro. It's just reality. So tossing out, you're damn right, bruv. Wah, slot out. Wah. You're unbeaten in 4. Back your manager. Back your gaffer, bruv. Back your baldy.
Listen up, you bald fraud.
Disgrace. You fucking slot out. Get slot out my club. Shut up. Shut up. But yeah, we do have a proper team from Merseyside that would play. Not that scrub team Sam supports that we beat the piss out of every time we play. But we're facing Everton. Everton gave us a very difficult matchup at the Bridge last time. They're carrying the flag for Merseyside. Big up to them. And like, hopefully, we win this blue cartel off. You know, shout out to them. They're keeping the North blue. We'll keep the South blue. All of that. Yo, it's always been like this. The fuck? It's always been Hassan B. Lewis. I don't think we've ever been together on anything. But yo, big up, big up. We did get him to finally say Maresca over Poch, so We got that one. Baller saying, on my mum's life, if Enzo is Cam again, fuck off. He might be. He might be. I'm thinking we push Cucurella into the left 10 while we're in build-up, and then Palmer takes the right half space spot. But Enzo can't seem to get dropped for love nor money right now, so who knows. Big up Crack as well, saying the most annoying thing is Minerals is back with his disgusting agenda. Fuck him each and every time. Yo, he only seems to like go viral or even get spoken about like that whenever we don't win. It is what it is. The good thing is I don't even really hear too much about what he says, so that's a change. Last season, I couldn't get away from just hearing his garbage takes. And then as soon as we won the World Cup, suddenly everyone went quiet. Now form's been crap, suddenly everybody's talking again. It is what it is, man. Let's win some games. You know what silences these sorts of things? Win. Win matches. Win games of football. Let's get a run of form under our belt. And then this can just go in one ear, out the other. So, yeah. My argument with Maresca all throughout the time was like, yo, we're within top 4. Top 4 is our target. Win trophies, and yeah, we're good. And then we went and won 2 trophies. We're only expected to win 1. So, win games. Get us through to the semi-finals of the Cup. And then that's 2 wins on the bounce. Suddenly, things feel a little bit calmer. Because if you don't win this, not only do you have the Cup going next up, you then have Newcastle, Villa, Bournemouth, Man City, and then Fulham away. Which is... that's a very difficult Christmas. That might not be a Merry Christmas for the Gargantuan Blues. But what, again, we'll also say is, it would be fucking typical Chelsea, lose the next 2, and win those 3. It would be so Chelsea, it would just piss me off. It would just drive me nuts, because I want this Carabao Cup. It is right there. It is the closest trophy for us to win. Go win it. Go win the Carabao. Trophies talk. Trophies give you memories to look back on. Trophies are achievements. This is why all that waffle Troops was saying earlier about Maresca and Arteta. Trophies. Win a trophy. You know why people are still backing Maresca? He won trophies. Now, I might want to start devaluing those trophies. You can start talking like a rival fan. You can go be an Arsenal fan personally. Because I'm not here for no, oh, it's a pre-season trophy. Get the fuck out. Go to an Arsenal channel or some shit. I appreciate trophies. So don't disrespect the Carabao. Go win it. Go take it seriously. Because if you win that, suddenly it's 3 trophies for Maresca in 9 months. And then you've got yourself a bit more leeway because you've won trophies. Guess what? We win that Carabao Cup. It is 31 major honours for Chelsea, 30 major honours for Arsenal. We now have more major honours than them. Don't underestimate the trophies. So go win it. Daniel, sorry, you'll still be Maresca out even if he wins a quad, so we're not trying to hear it. But big up, brother. Big up, brother. That's just it. Everyone, we can all universally agree, win. And because no one's going to care if Gusto's in the 10 and you've won games and you've won major honours. That's it. That's it. Yeah, bro, like, you look at their trophy haul, right? The Community Shields are doing a generational carry job. You take away the Community Shields for both of us that aren't viewed as major honours, and you take away that Interfairs Cup that UEFA doesn't see as a major honour, and it wasn't even run by UEFA, it wasn't even run by FIFA, it is 30 to 30. Go do the maths. It's 30 for 30 major honours right now. So, go win the Carabao. And I agree as well, but my point was, if you're winning games, nobody's going to care at the end of it. When you're doing this shit, and then we don't win, we're going to ask why you thought this was a good idea. You win the games, don't care. do not care. CAA, I have maintained this point multiple times. If Pochettino had won the Carabao Cup and people wanted to keep him solely based off that, it would be the one argument that I would not disrespect people for saying. Because I will respect that trophies talk. So, yeah, people can make that argument, and I wouldn't argue against it. It is what it is. Trophies talk. But guess what? Man wanted to play children in the final. It is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. And this is why they need to add community shields. This is exactly why. KOTOR, I wouldn't even say that just based off how bad Gusto was last season. He was fucking horrible. You could make the argument that he's improved. That's the craziest thing. That's the craziest thing. But yeah, cool. Let's go through some. Let's see if there's some Maresca quotes before I send this link out. On injury news, Cole Palmer is available. He finished the session with us yesterday with a mixed feeling, but he's okay. Wes is fine. He completed the session yesterday. He's fine. Good. That means he had better start. Please. Enzo on winning manager of the month. He said this kind of thing, it's because you do the right things. Performances and results were fantastic. I'm not so sure about performances, but we got the results, so it don't really matter. We didn't start December in the way we like. 3 games in a row in 1 week. We didn't get the results we expect, but let's focus on the next one. I'm not really trying to hear them too many games excuse, please. On recent form, it's football. It's completely normal. Oh, brother. No. Not beating Leeds, Bournemouth, and Atalanta is not normal. You're trying to brush it under the carpet, but no. Please remember where you are, man. We're always looking for problems and things we need to solve. The Leeds game was 8-9 days ago. We're not going to change our season because we didn't get the points we expect. I'm completely relaxed. It's football. That's the reason why we drop points. What? You didn't even explain the reason why you drop points. What? We're always looking for problems and things we need to solve. Okay. The Leeds game was 8-9 days ago. We're not going to change our season because we didn't get the points we expect. I'm completely relaxed. It's football. That's the reason why you drop points. That was some chat GPT answer. I won't even front. Okay. In this moment with Trev Wes, we have 4, 5, 6 games with clean sheets. Okay, cool. So sometimes you're also looking for stability. This is the reason why, but when you know you have a player that when you need him is always ready to perform, it's important. It's kind of hinting that Wes isn't always able to perform, but yeah, that is the back 2 we need to be going with. I hear that. Yeah, Daniel, again, but you said, like, regardless of whether we win, you'll always be Maresca out, so I'm sorry, bro. On Josh Achimpong's importance versus Atalanta. Absolutely. Yes, the thing about Josh, the moment we give him a chance, he's always doing well. Maybe you need to give him more chances. He's going to be a big player for this club, but he just needs to be patient and wait for the right moment. Yo, that moment better be Wednesday. Oh, maybe you could even play Saturday. You're going to Australia for the pre-season. I've had a thought about it. Because I have wanted to go to Australia. I feel like it would just... Like, the weather would suit me very well, wouldn't it? So maybe. Plus, it suits my sleeping pattern to a fucking T. But yeah, well, where was I going? He just needs to be patient and wait for the right moment. The moment is now, mate. The moment is now. On fatigue in the squad, I've said already many times they work every day to play games. The Atalanta game, Enzo, Mark, they are playing many games. It is normal. The level is not always the same. This might be what, what's his name? Jardel was talking about earlier, whereas like the players that play like certain roles, we don't have anybody else playing. They kind of have to get run into the ground, which I still don't like. But then you're looking at the window as well. Or maybe you just don't really rate Hato to that level at this point. So many fucking variables. Akpon, there is no way on this beautiful planet that the Lord God created that Tosin is starting on the weekend. There's no way. There ain't no way. You fucking better not. And you better not play him on Wednesday either. Fucking risking a Carabao on Tosin. I'm fucking good. He got done by Wolves B team. Fuck that. I don't want to see Jorgensen playing either. He's shit. No doubt Andre will have his chance. Jarrell the same. Hopefully tomorrow or soon we can give him chances. He's just not giving away what the lineup's going to be. Whatever, man. Importance of Everton. That's a load of waffle. On consistency, it's the next step for us. I think during the season, the ones that are more consistent, they are the teams that are going to be there. What is he talking about? How do we do that? It's just 1 week. It's not a long time. But for sure, when something happens, the next one you are more prepared and you can avoid that. I think he's talking about a loss. In terms of human beings, it's impossible to be at the same level for the whole season. But we need to learn things for the future. Okay, look, I can take that last line from it, but there's not really anything I didn't know about. On Stamford Bridge atmosphere, it's a nice feeling for sure. We need to help them too for them to be with us from the beginning. There is no doubt they will be with us from the whistle. Whether they'll be there by the end of the whistle, I don't know. But fucking hell, that press conference didn't give me a lot. That didn't give me a lot to go off. Okay. No, Kotor, that wasn't the full quote. Like he was saying like we didn't start December in the way we like, but we have to focus on the next one. He said he got the award because you do the right things in November. That was it. That was it. Look, I do believe the fans have to do their job, but same way, like you're going to have a very cautious and nervous Chelsea crowd tomorrow. So you need to give them reason to you need to get a bit of belief back in them. And starting well, ideally getting an early goal, even though I don't think that's going to guarantee a victory at all. I think doing that might get the crowd on side a bit early. Because you'll get them loud a little bit. But if you don't impose yourself on Everton from the start, they're going to quieten down. You're going to start hearing more groans. You're going to start hearing more moans. And you're going to just stop hearing things other than the away end. So, yeah, an early start would help. And also, do a good lineup. There's no reason for Palmer and Estevao not to be starting. I know Maresca said that there's a mixed feeling. Unless it's a really bad knock or something, I would be very surprised if he didn't start. And there's no reason why he shouldn't be. Have him and Estevao so we can maximize our creativity and have them combine with each other as well. We haven't got a chance to properly watch that yet. So, yeah, Cardiff's a bigger game. Bro, every game in front of us is massive right now. I get what you're trying to say because there's a cup on the line with Cardiff. But I'm not trying to think too much with future games in mind. Because that might be why we're fucking up with the games in front of us. We need to just look at what is facing us right now. Right now. And that is Everton at home. And also the chance to build some confidence going into the next couple of games. After this game, it is Newcastle away. I don't have to explain Newcastle away. And it's a 12:30. That away crowd isn't even going to be loud like that. The only good thing is that maybe St. James's Park won't be unless you give them a reason to, like we did early last time. But yeah. The manager does 500 different lineups, so that's the way that he thinks. He's got to change that. He's got to change that. You've got to make a statement tomorrow. Please make a statement tomorrow. Caicedo and Lavia not being... No. We've killed our title charge, please. No, it's Chelsea. It's Chelsea as a whole. This institution as a whole has done it. It's a shame. It was a nice thought. It was a lovely thought process, but I guess not. You know, Kellyman... Yeah, we won't let him play against us, though. He's not going to play against us, so it won't count for anything. Also, just a couple bits of news. That deal sponsorship thing with Arsenal, load of bollocks. When have we ever heard of us being linked with Deal or whatever that account is or whatever that company is? I would put X to doubt. These Arsenal fuckers, fucking hand of groomer and all of that, these lot really want to just put Chelsea's name just to big up what they're doing. No, we were never linked with Deal. So I'm not hearing nothing. We did get this, though. Chelsea are close to securing a front of shirt sponsor deal. Yeah, great. What do you mean Pies said it wrong? Guys, I dead ass think I'm going to hit 100k before we get a front of shirt sponsor. Yeah, sorry, sleeve sponsor, but even then I don't think we were linked with them. I don't think we're ever linked with them. So I'm calling bullshit front of shirt sponsor or sleeve sponsor. Yeah, I knew it was sleeve sponsor. I think I must have said front of shirt by accident, so my bad. But yeah, we are close to securing a front of shirt sponsorship deal. Yeah. Okay. When it's done, it's done. We don't care. Ben Jacobs said it as well. What, before today? Did he say it before today? Because today's the first I've heard of it. That's why I'm calling bullshit. Oh yeah, so he was saying, so we're never in front of shirts talks. We were only looking for sleeve sponsorship, and that didn't align with Chelsea's valuation. So they didn't beat us to anything anyway, because we had a disagreement. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, it's still a load of waffle from them, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, we'll get the sponsorship done at some point. We'll see if it gets done before the new year, but whatever. I don't care. Win some games. Front of shirt sponsor or a sleeve sponsor ain't going to spawn me 3 points. So it's not really that relevant for us. I don't know what happened to Oracle and Red Bull, though. That went hella quiet. Did Simon Phillips say anything on it? Nah, nothing. Nothing. All right, cool. Big up everybody. Hit the like, subscribe. You know what? We're gonna go to an OG because I feel like we could do with it right now. So
oh, Destiny, give us a win, give us a win, give us a win, give us a win. Give us a win, in blue we stand, united we rise, no more defeats, let's break down these doors, justice rising up, we will stand tall, together we fight, we will conquer all, give us a win, give us a win, give us a win, give us a win, in blue we stand, united we rise. The banters they throw, we are rising again, no matter the cost. Give us a win, give us a win, in blue we stand, united we rise. No more defeats, let's break down these doors, justice rising up, we will stand tall, together we fight, we conquer all, give us a win, give us a win, give us a win, give us a win, in blue we stand, united we rise. We are faithful and true, with hope in our hearts. us. We will push through.
It's been too long since that one. I won't front. Been way too long. Right, I think we've thrown the link to everybody. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Right, big up Nathan, man. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, boss.
Oh, this week has been fucking horrible, mate.
Just a little bit. Big game coming up now.
Yeah. Look, I hope a big game brings a big performance, but like, I'm sick of hoping. You know, just win.
I haven't heard that song in a minute, so yeah, that's where we're at right now.
This week's been a fucking headache, bruv. But it is YouTube. I don't hold it against anybody or anything. It is what it is. But fucking hell, I big up the club to that level, and then they just go and they don't win a game for 4 straight afterwards.
But it's perfectly set up for us, isn't it, though? Because we're in bad form, play against a good Everton side, though, obviously feeling confident, so it's the only thing I can go off.
The good thing is they don't do anything at our grounds, but like that don't really help us too much because they could still leave with a draw, and a draw would be better for them than it is for us.
Of course. Especially like what we're trying to achieve this season. So.
KDH as well. He's gonna want to show a message to us. I remember he cooked us when we played Maresca's Leicester, funnily enough, on the potch. He was running rings around the midfield in that first half.
I can literally see the narrative writing itself, huh? KDH getting either a winner or a goal against us. Man,
he's been such a big goal threat for them, like in terms of chance creation and attempts on goal. He's their highest chance creator and their highest goal scorer.
It's not too long ago I was getting laughed at when I suggested he'd be our number 10, but we move.
Oh, no way you brought that one back. I respect it, though. I respect it.
Shout out Danish.
Right. How are we setting up for this one? Because the biggest question always comes down to the lineup. Do you think Enzo Fernandez is getting another start? Because we have had the conversation about being rotation and then there being players that play such specific roles that there's not another player that can run those. Is Enzo going to be one of them, man?
That's the thing. I see Enzo as that type of player, regardless of our thoughts of him. But yeah, he's that player that carries out the manager's instructions. He's become like that sort of quote unquote like important player that the gaffer just needs to have in the starting 11. But the problem with that is he's just going to run him into the ground, and then his performance is just inevitably going to be shit. So because he's playing not robots,
like, I mean, instructions. I get the instructions, but it's like you're not carrying them out now.
Yeah.
And you could argue form, ability, a bit of both, and like fitness, but you're not doing it now. And now you could also be running the risk of an injury.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then what compounded it worse was obviously Asugo getting injured because he would have definitely rotated in and around the midfield as well. Either Casado come out, Asugo replace him. Lavia as well, another one. He would have replaced Enzo in times, but he's now injured. So.
Yeah,
kept getting injured.
None of these are similar players to Enzo. It's just that the manager doesn't trust the midfielders that he has to actually use them.
Yeah, that's kind of obvious right now, isn't it? Yeah.
And I don't know, like when he obviously for some reason he saw Santos, and you heard it earlier on when he was, talking about Santos. He saw him as kind of like an Enzo replacement. Obviously, he's not that. So for the role that he wants players to play, I don't think we have anybody for Enzo.
No.
Which to me means just find a different way to play. You know what I'm saying? Like there is no, at least I believe there is no sacred way to play football. If you don't have a 10, you play without a 10. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it goes. If you have a 10, you play with a 10.
You have Palmer there and just have Estevao. And we know Cucurella will play so high up, he might end up occupying one of the other 10 positions. So it's like, there you go.
And obviously Santos as well, because like a lot of us kind of, we're like, yeah, this guy will just go into the midfield and kind of hit the ground running. But yeah, he's kind of had a bit of a tough time. You know what I mean? Some 1 or 2 decent games, others not so great. But it's a tough one. It is.
No, I mean, for me, it's just about him either trusting certain players or not. right?
And that's what I don't like
press
about
that,
Mauricio,
they
I'll be
are going to
honest.
have like there is going to be bad, like there's going to be bad games with young players.
Of course.
It can't be you have a bad
Come to
game,
the
now
crib.
you're banished for 3 games, now you play 20 minutes, now you're banished again for 4 games, then you start 1 game, now you're good. You play the other game, you're poor, now you're banished again. That's what we see from Santos.
Can't get no rhythm, you know, like that. Look at Hato, yeah? I can't remember the last time he played.
We haven't seen Hato in so long. He wasn't he supposed to give Cucurella a break till Cucurella
He
gets
was.
injured? Now Hato has to start. Now we're complaining about, well, he's not the same quality as Cucurella. Yeah, the backup is never going to be the same quality. What do you think?
No chance. No chance. That's the thing. These young players are meant to learn off someone more experienced than they are. And it's like, obviously, yeah, he should be learning off Cucurella, but then also rotate Cucurella for Hato, but he doesn't do it. So we expect Hato to do. So it's impressive what Josh is doing. You know what I mean? He's been kept
But
out of the
really,
team for a
like
minute.
Hato is getting 0 play time. Josh, this is why I believe Josh is really a higher level talent.
He really is.
It's because of how seemingly he comes in and how well he performs after not playing for a long time. And people forget he's still 18 years old. That's not easy to do as a young player.
No
but
chance. Playing out of position as well, centre back.
yeah, listen, I just feel like you got to lean in more, man. Like your whole job in this whole thing is kind of just developing these players because, you know, and like Lewis said, before I joined the stream, I was hearing Lewis saying it, like, nah, we can't lose. You have to make a statement in this game, right?
100%.
But I mean, like again, I said it in the last stream. Everybody has that team for like where it's like, yeah, I understand some players aren't good and this isn't there or whatever, but you can't lose to this team, right?
Yeah.
And maybe for Lewis, that's Everton. For me, that was Leeds. Hey, there's no way. Come on, you can't lose to this kind of niggas. Can't lose to Leeds.
And I was reading through some of the quotes today, and I was thinking, fucking hell, this sounds like either ChatGPT or waffle. I don't get. But
yeah, you didn't understand his interview or his pre-match briefing at all. He was saying nothing. You know when niggas is saying a lot, but they're not saying nothing. Like
watch interviews.
Yo, why you trying to? You're not saying nothing. You're just talking like, yeah, you know, it's a long season.
Then you have to be the table. Then you can be the desk.
It's a long season because the season is long. Yeah, big up, man. You told us a lot.
Yeah.
So the ones that are more consistent, they're the ones that are gonna be there. So yeah.
Big up. You acting like we ain't know that.
Fucking killing me, bro.
You're not saying nothing, man.
Just win on the weekend, please.
For all of us, eh?
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. I'm in the twilight zone because if we lose, then we're gonna argue with ourselves as Chelsea fans as a whole of like, no, it's this player's fault. No, it's the manager's fault. No, it's this. This is depressing.
Yeah, it really is.
This is depressing. You know,
it feels like we're in those Poch times, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's horrible because like every time we feel better, every time we feel like, oh shit, we might actually be building something.
Yeah.
You know, they absolutely crushed that. Like the Club World Cup should have been like the best high.
Should be a stepping stone, yeah.
You get as a club, like, okay, now we can use this as like a booster. And now we're back in the depressed.
Yeah.
The match I don't know to manage the players. Just say.
Yeah. Mike's good. The Mike's actually good, Professor. What were you saying? You said you wanted to call a spade a spade.
Yeah, because the manager don't know how to utilize all the players that he have because they depend on some players more than they do, and he killed a lot of these players' confidence. And it happened from last season. I understand he's a young coach, but he needs to learn from his mistake.
I agree.
I agree.
But the main problem goes back to him trusting him, though.
That's what I feel like he's got to utilize his whole squad. You know what I mean? Regardless.
That's what I was saying earlier in the chat, though. It's because that's what I was saying. I'm kind of skeptical about Everton of us grabbing 3 points because he has a hard time trusting these players, and that's why I keep bringing up Tosin. I hope he doesn't bring up Tosin, but even with Josh, as good as he is, he still has a problem trusting him. It's still a problem still to him, and I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we'll see players like Santos play, but that's only because. He has to run Enzo to the ground for him to even play or something like that. Then he has no other option.
Even this Santos playing. Should Santos only have played 1 game out of the last 3? Come on, he should get more minutes than that.
I agree.
Whether or not you did, like, it's like that first. Even Tosin got 20 minutes after what he was the worst player. So if you're telling me it's because no, he didn't trust him because he had a bad game, which is okay.
No, it's
so you
just
didn't trust him because he had a bad game, but
it's really just
then
age.
Tosin's playing. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I agree. And that's my problem, right? So I don't know. And I also had another question too. I was asking in the chat. I don't know what happened to Hato. I don't know why he's not even why we're not even seeing him either.
Yeah.
I've been saying for a long time too. I think we're running Cucurella to the ground too, pretty fast because I've been saying these last couple games. I mean, these last couple games, man, he's not been Cucurella. Yeah, he's been off, bro. He's been off.
He has been off.
Really off. The best thing about Cucurella in the last few games is his duels.
Yeah,
he wins his duels, but in possession and in transition, he's been really poor.
Especially against Atalanta, that's not Cucurella, bro. He would have stepped up and done something. He doesn't do stuff like that. I was just bad.
Yeah, he needs a break.
He does need a break.
But also, we buy 21, 20 years old. We got a young manager. The purpose of the manager is to improve all these players because none of these players are really there. You know what I'm saying? We have quite a few players in our team where we could say they are world-class players, but apart from that,
see you guys, but I'll see y'all.
A bunch of development players.
All valid criticism, to be honest.
Say that again?
What were you saying last night? I didn't catch all of that.
No, I'm saying we buy young players to improve. The manager's job is to improve all of those young players because we only have a few players who we can classify as world class. The rest is about developing players.
This season, I'm trying to think who I could see improve. Because from last season, like the players speak for themselves. I think Colwell improved. I think James just got more fit. But I do think James improved this season in terms of understanding the midfield role a bit more. You just don't need to keep seeing him there all the time. Cucurella obviously improved offensively. I don't care what people try and tell me. Nobody viewed him offensively to the way they do now, and that is partly down to the manager. Obviously, you said Cole. This season, though, I'm trying to think who. I don't think there's really been anybody. That's about it. Yeah, there's not been anybody. Fucking hell, bro. But yeah, this is why Maresca's in the spotlight with the sporting directors. That's why he's got to get a result.
You know, I trust him to get it right. But the optimism that a lot of Chelsea fans have, like for we going to the title, I set my objective to say we're going to get between 76 and 82 points. But I don't know if we're going to get that. That was my objective. Not to win the league, but that was my objective. If that wins us the league,
killed my belief on the league.
They really did.
I'd be so stupid to still talk about it. There's no point. Forget it. Go get me a cup. Any of the
you still got people who hold on to that, Louis.
Yeah, God, man, they're better than me. I can't. I just can't. Sorry, man. Like this run that we've had over the last 3 games is just. You couldn't have even got a point out of a crap Bournemouth team. It's got 1 win since the start of November and fucking Leeds.
Everybody's learning on the job, so it's frustrating sometimes watching Chelsea. But what I see is everybody learning on the job: the players, the managers, and worst of all, the sporting directors, because they don't even know what they're doing. If you ask me.
Sporting directors are the main reason why we're even having these questions. It's just Maresca. You can't completely absolve Maresca in spite of that.
No.
At least now I don't believe you can. A month or 2 ago I would have. Now it's like, no, there's too many games now. Too many games. Off the top of my head. Fucking Bayern, Man United, not Everton, God forbid. Brighton, Sunderland, Leeds, Bournemouth, Atalanta. We're at 7. We're off the top of my head. Not been managed well enough, and we're in December. That's not good enough. That's not good enough for Chelsea.
The things that I have against Maresca is he doesn't trust his whole squad when we're gonna need them because we always have injury. And Two, we don't impose our football because until today, I don't really understand what Maresca really wants us to play or how he wants us to play because I've never seen a full game where we play our football and impose it on the opponents that we're playing. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. Like,
only try to do that specifically against certain teams. They got to come out against us. They've got to be at an elite level and all that. It's like, look, no, can we just try and simplify things?
No, but
we get in some form.
Lewis, like if we talk about like our pressing is so much better against the bigger teams. Why is that? Do we not respect these smaller teams to press them? Because we don't press when we're playing against teams like Leeds and these guys, and they press the hell out of us. They don't sit back. They press us. But when we're playing Barcelona, that's the most recent game I can go back to. We were pressing the hell out of them, causing turnovers and then you know what I mean, causing transitions and shit. But when we're playing a team like Leeds, it's just like there is no press there. There's nothing.
You know what I think it is? I think it's a combination of both. Like we've spoken about Chelsea, like sometimes playing slower, trying to control the game more, trying to keep players more fit, and we save that for the smaller teams. But also, sometimes you're playing the likes of Tosin in those games, and you know it impacts the way that we play and the way that we press. So it comes down to personnel too. So I think it's a combination of the pair, personally. Big up, KG.
Yo, big up, fellas.
Big up, KG.
But yeah, Daniel, I get to a point where, like, it is a question of respect. It is. But it's a question of personnel.
But it's also, to me, it's like, I'd rather you play, and I've said this, if we're doing a youth project, I'd rather it be like, okay, just because of tiredness, I have to play this youth player in this one game. Because I don't see resting being the way you guys or people might, or you play one game, meaning you end the season and you've only played 30-something games or 40-something, or, bro, players used to play 60-something games as well. Now, again, there's more games now. There's like 70-something games, but it's like we're overdoing it now. You're going from playing 60-something a season to, okay, now the ideal number is 40-something. I don't know. I wouldn't rest as much as we are rested. I'll rest inside the game. So last 30 minutes, you're always taking Enzo off, right? Or last 30 minutes, you're always giving Cucurella a break. Or some of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Like rest inside the game, because if you're playing 3 games, you know, in a week, and that player plays 60 minutes for each game, that's like playing two full 90s. So he doesn't have to rest a whole game. Just manage the minutes. If it's about minute management.
Yeah, but the problem is with that, Daniel, is you need the game to go the way you want it to go, and the games for us.
Whichever way it goes.
Huh?
Whichever way it goes, because then we're going into. I'm saying whichever way it goes. If that's your plan, let that be your plan. And maybe some weeks, instead of you playing just the 180 minutes, instead of that, you play 200 minutes. Okay, I mean it's going to happen sometime. You know what I'm saying? And then we manage you later on to make sure you're not in the red zone and you don't get like hurt. But if we ask to get a little more out of you here and there because maybe the game isn't going the way we want it to go, but maybe the game is going, because again, my problem is a lot of times we don't start the way we want, the way we're meant to start. We only start focus when we're playing a big team, and it's jarring. Like we're playing like a little team. We're playing like we're Brighton, because Brighton used to get up when it was Chelsea or City or Arsenal, and then when they play teams who are on their level, then they're shit. And we make the excuse of we're resting with this. We're not good enough to do any of that. We're not good enough to rest against Leeds.
Joe, that was bringing up a fair point as well, because like the mindset partly does come from the manager, but it is also individual based. Because I remember Joe Cole talking about this after the Atalanta game, and he was saying like as a young player he struggled to get out for the smaller teams too, but he'd get himself up for the big teams in the big occasion. So it's like that needs to come from the manager, but also from these younger individuals, and maybe just also from a bit more leadership within the 11 that's on the pitch at the time too. Just add that into it. Because I think that's a factor as well when we face the likes of Leeds and Bournemouth and all of that. But yeah, big up Jardel, man. Blessed for that. Big up, brother. There's so many different problems in terms of like mentality and approach and fucking game management. Why do we feel like such a fucking mess right now? It's fucking ridiculous. But whatever. Let me get the 11 up and go through that at least. You guys keep smashing the likes as well, guys. Big up to every single one of you. Yeah, Reaper, you know what? I can't even like get annoyed at you saying stuff like that because I'm just looking at where we are and I'm just like, win some games, you know? Win some games so I could at least fight back and be like, no, we're good. We're good. Now play good, please. Fucking hell. This season is fucking killing me, man. Fucking killing me. Obviously, Sanchez is going to start because I don't need anybody else starting. How many minutes did James play? Did James get 90?
Game, he played the whole game. Yeah,
he
played
got, the whole game. He got 90. Yeah.
Yeah, Gusto. It's going to be you, mate.
I think James plays in the midfield.
I think he still plays though, yeah.
Yeah.
You think he plays in midfield? He played 2 games in a row.
In Santos.
I mean, he can play 2 games in a row.
No, he's played 2 games in a row. Is he going to play 3 in a row?
But one of them wasn't one of them the one where he got taken off after 45, or what, am I thinking back to 2 weeks ago?
You're thinking of Burnley, I think.
Burnley, okay.
That one's just going to be Palmer because there's no way.
Yeah, but he played the game. He played the game prior that we, that we fucked up in.
Fofana, Chalobah, and Cucurella.
The nil.
That's what I think we end up playing with. Did I see Maresca's response to moving Palm to the left-hand side? I think I didn't get the quote up. What did he say on that?
I appreciate whoever asked him that.
Oh, that would have been Soraya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here it is. I got the whole clip.
I'm trying to figure it out too.
You used to do a second half tweak where you would put Cole Palmer in the left half space and Enzo Fernandez in the right half space. You said it was due to pressing and maybe giving them more space on the opposite side. That happened the other day in the game that you played. We know at this point it's good not to drop points. You need all the results that you can get. What was the reason by that? Is that still the same? Because we know Cole gets more output on the right.
You mean the other day Bournemouth or Bournemouth, no? Bournemouth game. Yeah, it's just again, is where we can use our best player, where they can be better. So the reason why was again for that.
Okay, and obviously I remember speaking to you about. You used to do a second half.
Game. Yeah, it's just again, is where we can use our best player, where they can be better. So the reason why was again for that.
Okay.
Yeah, look, he's just better on the right-hand side. Sorry. Like, I get it in terms of Palmer can impact on the left and the right, but it's not a conversation where he's at his best. Yeah. We all know. Yeah, I don't get that.
Well, is he okay? I don't. Let me just leave that alone. I don't understand that. So, yeah.
The best place to utilize him, like trying to cross to Delat on the left side.
We don't. Let's not try to make sense of it.
I think it's a translation thing. Just a bad English.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's talk it up to that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's still
man.
legible though. That's the thing.
I don't know. Fucking hell, bruv. Yeah, look, I know Palmer was rusty in that game, but if we're going to talk about where Palmer plays his best football, it's always on the right side. We all know that.
He needs to have an opportunity to at least cut in. You know what I mean? Like his goals. That's how his goals come.
I don't mind if he roams to the left, roams to the right. Majority of that game, he played on the left side. You can have the freedom to roam. That's calm, but like he was specifically left. I only really saw him left.
But he's still capable of playing the 10. His skill set is still good enough to play the 10 is suited to that role. His playmaking ability, his passing, his vision. He can
if other
shoot.
players were playing in those roles that he plays in and were scoring goals and everything else, then I'll understand, right? It's like, okay, Palmer is kind of adapting, because the team is playing well with this and that, but we're not even we're on a drought. This is the same drought that we had at this period last season, right? The same drought of goals. We're on a drought of goals. Your goal should be to have Palmer in the best position possible to get goals,
Make him most
to
effective.
score, to get assists, to do whatever, right? It's like your best option is monetizing Palmer to get you GA, and you're playing it as a left something, left center mid, left 8, left 10. It's nasty. It's not working. If it worked, I'll hear it. We've tried it as many times as you want. It hasn't worked. He doesn't play well there. He's just another guy when he's there.
Yeah.
Doesn't lose the ball, keeps it moving, maybe a through ball or two. Nothing effective. No shots on target, nothing. So it's like, why?
And my thing as well is like Enzo Fernandez is building a decent partnership with Garnacho on that left side. And we've spoken about it coming out of a lot of games where them two have played together. So why break that and then just put Palmer on the left? Because we also saw Garnacho drifting the fuck in and out of that Bournemouth game. I'd see him and then I wouldn't see him for another 15 minutes.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, does the manager know that? Does he know they have good chemistry on that side?
He must do. Because when I see both of them playing, they're always interchanging on that left.
No, he should know that. But does he? Because if he's taking, like, if you know that, why would you change that for? Because he did. That wasn't a real reason. What he just said. What he just said, that was not a real reason. I can't hear that. Like.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, their chemistry might be okay with like interchanging, but Enzo's still been shit. So it's not like if I would actually, I don't know. I mean, if you play with the 210s, then they're going to be occupying sort of the similar spaces and things like that. But I'd rather move Palmer out of position than to keep playing Enzo in a position that he's clearly struggling in right now.
But he's struggling either side. If he plays left or right, he's struggling. But to me, to get him back into form, at least it's to play him left and not take Palmer out of playing the right.
You talking about Enzo, right? Not
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Enzo.
Yeah.
Enzo is important if you play him left or right? So the solution for me to get him out of I'm saying deep or advanced, because there are like games in there where he's played like actually in a pivot, which I've been saying is not really his thing, but either way.
Yeah. I mean,
so he's been poor. So to me, to get him back in form wouldn't be, I want to get him back in form, and that means I'm going to play him as the right center mid now, where he's more comfortable. You know what I mean? We know it just doesn't work for him when he plays there more than not. Yeah. And you're taking Palmer away from that area as well to invert Gusto. It don't make sense.
Yeah. The Gusto part throws a wrench into all of it, but I think Enzo's, like, positionally, he's been fine. I just think he's been ass. And some of that might be down to us overplaying him and him just being tired physically, which to me is like, all right, give his ass a rest, but can you really give him a rest? Because then we don't have Caicedo available in the league. So it's like Enzo just creates a huge
if you're not going to, I don't remember a time Enzo's played well playing off the right. That's just me.
Yeah, not really, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, off the top of my head, I can't think of. But I'll be honest.
Okay, so if we're gonna play him, right, and we want to get something out of it because nobody else can play, it just doesn't make sense to play him off the right ever. It's not gonna be good for him or for us. We just get nothing out of it. Otherwise, don't play him.
Yeah, the solution is to don't play him because he just hasn't been good. Yeah. But I get it. You need.
But he's not gonna not play him. That's my thing. So if you're not gonna not play him, then just play him in the best position.
Yeah, I hear it.
Do you understand his role in the team, right, KG? He's become like the important player for the manager. So he's gonna play. You know what I mean, if he's actually fit, he's playing regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Enzo just needs to fucking raise his game.
Yeah, Yeah, it just feels like one of them ones where when the team's playing bad, he just kind of also drops as well. Like,
Yeah.
It's a domino effect with some of these players.
Yeah.
It's not like if you got like a fully fit Palmer, right? It's like the team's playing bad, he just turns it up in one action, whatever, and then everyone else sort of picks their head up. But
what's crazy to me is how much we've rotated and how tired and leggy we still look.
They still look, yeah.
And I don't know, like, I have no idea what to attribute that to.
They're tired more mentally than anything.
No,
I think
they
it's
look
hard
tired.
for this group. It's
They look
hard
like
for
they
this
can't
group
run.
to just stay fucking focused.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. But some of the guys just look like they can't fucking run.
Yeah, but it can't be that their fitness is that shit. I don't think that's what it is. Unless they're carrying injuries, I think it's a mental fatigue that's translating into a physical fatigue.
First, you got to see just how many minutes they played this year.
Yeah, let's compare. I would like to compare it to some of these other big teams. How many minutes are you playing in comparison to Haaland?
Yeah, but that's the wrong person to compare it to because that dude's a physical freak. Like
Haaland always gets injured.
I know, but he's like physically plus Haaland doesn't.
No,
he doesn't.
Just
He's not a
because he's
hard
big
worker.
and strong doesn't mean he doesn't get injured. He's like Drogba. He always gets injured.
No, what I was gonna say is Haaland's not like he's not dropping super deep all the time, and I know he's gotten better at it this year, but he's not like Haaland can just chill at the top, make a couple sprints, get in the box and things like that. He's not like a Kane or Mbappe where they're dropping deep, they're carrying the ball. They're like I feel like
don't drop deep. I get what you're saying, but I don't
they
think
ask him
that's
to do less.
Very well though.
No, he goes by himself against two center backs. He's like one of the only strikers in the world who can still do that, right? And still score incredibly difficult goals and all that. Yeah, I mean, listen, either way, he still gets hurt. My thing is players like that. Forgetting if I'm adding guys like Rice or whoever, how many minutes have they played? How many minutes have you played?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to see because I mean Arsenal's rested Rice a couple of games in the last week or so, or a couple of weeks.
Right.
But I also think Rice is a much better athlete than Enzo, and I think his base.
I ain't trying to hit. Listen, man. I remember Lampard playing like 68 straight Premier League games.
Yeah, that shit's different though, man.
And he was fat, so.
Yeah, but that shit's different. Like I agree with what you're saying. Like these guys should be able to play more games,
bro,
but it's the
it's different for everybody though. If I'm seeing the rest of the league, their top players are playing a lot more games on a consistent basis. Then I expect my players to do the exact same thing.
Everybody's rotating though, man. Like everybody.
Okay, but that's what I want to see. I want to make sure that's I haven't checked it, but I want to make sure that's the case.
Yeah.
The guys who I know play all the time who are not rotating is Cucurella and has been Enzo, right? He hasn't rotated them. Chalobah as well. Chalobah started damn near every single game. He hasn't gotten rotated.
Yeah.
Right? Till he got the yellow and that maybe he just took that as an opportunity to like rotate him. I don't even think Fofana thought he was going to play in that game.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think the plan was because I
think Maresca said the idea was to give him 45.
Okay.
Give Trevor or
Fofana 90 the game before, innit?
Yeah. But that's what we were talking about on the last stream when I was like, if you know that your center back can only play 45, why play him?
Because the idea was not to rely on Tosin. And then Fofana got the injury and he decided to throw Tosin in instead of moving Achimpong into the center.
Is Fofana available for this one or is his
Fofana?
Yeah, he should be. Yeah.
I want to see both him and Chalobah playing, and then you rest one or both of them against Cardiff.
Yeah, that's got to be Badiashile and who the fuck ever.
Josh. No Tosin. Maresca, I'm going to fall out real quick if I see Tosin start on Wednesday.
What if he plays Tosin at right side of center back and Josh at right back?
No, Tosin's in the lineup. No, out. I want to, unless we are 5 minutes left in the game and you are just seeing it out, I don't want to see him play. There should be no reason to do it. What is the difference between him and Disasi other than height? Nothing.
I think Disasi might be better, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Slightly better, like not like levels. We're not talking like big levels, but like I think I'd rather have Disasi out there.
No,
ideally,
I think this is recency bias, but this already makes a very big point of where we are with tossing.
Yeah, I was gonna say ideally you wouldn't want any of those guys close to the fucking pitch, but
yeah, I'm out. I said Disasi is a better leave. Look, we're not doing Disasi v tossing. We're not. Just no. The answer's no. Fuck all of that, bro. Neither are good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. So, in midfield, the only pivot we're expecting to see would be
Santos
and either Gusto or James. And for our sake, just make it James.
Yeah.
Just for our sake.
Who's Everton's midfield is what? KDH.
KDH, Decore, and someone else.
Gay might be. He might be suspended still, though.
Who?
For the Gay, he might be suspended. Remember, he hit.
Oh shit! Yeah, that would be a free match, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So it might be Garner. I think Garner came in last time.
I expect them to concede possession against us anyway, at least.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so Santos, James, I would assume that would be the one we go for. Now, there has to be Estevao on the right side.
It should be Estevao, yeah.
Has to be.
Haven't played for a minute.
And then with that in mind, that would mean João Pedro plays up top.
What if it ends up being Neto, man?
Neto on the left?
No, what if it ends up being Neto on the right? Garnacho on the left.
Or maybe it's Eto in the 9.
There is Estevao, no way he don't start.
Yeah, he's got to.
He's surely got to start.
No, I'm trying to tell you there's a way.
What did Neto played 90 versus Atalanta, right?
No, he came off the bench.
Yeah.
He came off the bench. Came on the bench. Bench for Garnacho. That's it. Bench for Garnacho.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking of the other game where he moved him from right wing to left wing. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Burnley.
Yeah, no, he can definitely start.
He could, yeah.
Ooh.
I know. Like there's a way. There's just it can't be serious. It cannot be serious. No, he didn't. What? He didn't get subbed off for Garnacho against Atalanta.
This shit's hard, man. All these games are just starting to blend together because they're all been shit results.
Yeah, right.
He did get subbed off for Garnacho. Yeah. Sorry, I said on then off. I muddled myself up. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what the fuck? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it could be Neto and Garnacho, but you're gonna piss people off early if that's the case.
You know what I'm saying, Lewis?
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, the shots need to come off the players a little bit. Give them a little bit more freedom. Let them express themselves.
Well, I can maybe see Neto play on the left just for the defensive solidity, but you make the decision on the left and you let the right just be pure cooking. Look at this right side, bro. There's some serious potential there. You could have some brazy combinations. The only thing is like, well, this other 10 spot. Enzo's gonna get another game, isn't he?
Surely NC, yeah. Gotta be.
All right, calm. Yep, Enzo Fernandez starts again. Yeah, there's can't argue against it now. But even then, you keep him on the left and keep him with Garnacho, at least. At least do that. And then this should be our best way of playing. I'll leave James / Gusto because there could be a surprise.
Garnacho is really a regular starter for my club.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
There we are.
I kind of expected it, to be honest with you, Daniel. And I'm not saying I'm cool with it. I'm saying when we brought him in and Gittins, I was like, Garnacho is definitely going to start over Gittins. He's familiar with the league. There's no adjustment period. Yeah, and believe me, it's not a fucking good thing. But
We
At
wouldn't
least he's
start
doing what
with
most of us expected him to do. Cutbacks.
Yeah. I mean, but I'll be 100% honest. Like, Garnacho hasn't been as horrible as I thought he would be, but maybe that's just because the
That's
expectations
because we
were.
thought he was going to be dog shit.
Yeah,
more or less, yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
But that's my problem. I thought like he's been alright. He's had this moment.
It's like a Sancho. It's like a Sancho. It's like you come in just because you're not losing the ball every second. What you're doing is also not fucking effective.
Oh yeah, big time. I'm just saying. I thought he would be extra ass, and he's only just been a little ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
This is
BBL.
replacement or person
Yeah,
competing
those
with
are
him
the
hasn't
type
been
of
great
players who
either.
get worse the longer it goes.
Oh,
This might
Believe
be
me,
what they mean when they say the standards are falling.
Of course.
Serious Club would have went out there and really tried to get Yildiz this summer.
I'm just looking at Garnacho and thinking he's not been that bad.
Yeah,
and it's like, he's not been that great either. I'm crediting you like going for goal more than Gittins against fucking Atalanta.
Yeah, and people look at the way Gittins plays and say, "Oh, well, at least he got the assist." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm never gonna criticize or tell people all your standards, but in my head, I am judging. I'm like, you're really rating this? This is it?
Who would you?
I know, right? To be
dying out here."
You
And then I'm
criticize
thinking,
me
at
saying
least they're showing me more than Delap, and it's okay.
You guys are not good, man."
Nope.
Hey Daniel,
Mate.
gun to your head. Who are you starting, Garnacho or Gittins?
Shoot me, man.
Well, why is there
Someone
a gun
asked
to my
me
head?
Gittins or Mudryk, I still can't answer.
I mean, it don't have to be a gun to your head, but but we're both Americans, so that's how we roll. We don't do the knife,
I'll
thing.
I'll go.
Just give me the gun. Just give me the
No,
gun.
for me, I'll
More
probably
knife
just
than
go.
anything first.
I don't know, man. I'll probably go Gittins.
Yeah,
Just
I would too.
because you got to show me something, right? And then I will genuinely
dribble.
sell you after a year if you don't. But like I wouldn't even be mad if you said Garnacho, which is horrible, and that's because of their level, not because I think Garnacho is playing good. I just think they're similar level.
Yeah. It's like, what do you
they're the
want?
same guy.
Garnacho is like I know what you mean. Like Garnacho is like a little bit more of a goal threat, but Gittins can actually dribble.
He has a bit more variety to his game, getting slightly.
Yeah, Garnacho has like a
straight to the byline and cut it back.
higher football IQ, but his ability is really low. Gittins' IQ is very, very, very low.
See, I think Garnacho's IQ is really low.
No, he knows what he can and can't do. That's the thing.
Yeah, but he's such a one-trick pony, though. Like, he's got two
that's the
things.
only thing he can do.
I know, like he either cuts in on that right and whips in a terrible shot, or he drops his shoulder and then takes it to the byline and then dribbles, takes one extra touch and fucks the cut back up. But I get what you're saying. But I agree with Lewis. Just shoot me.
Yeah. Just these foreign directors looked at the data and this is what they went with.
See, people already forgot. Gittins was supposed to be lightning fast, right?
Don't know about that. I never really
that.
Like
that's what I heard about him.
I mean, he's got explosive pace, but not top speed.
I don't think Garnacho is that fast as people think he is.
No,
this is more of a long distance.
not
You
fast.
maintain that speed,
Yeah.
you're probably a bit quicker, right? Like Gittins is more close.
Like Neto,
Gittins doesn't even use it.
Yeah. Like Neto to me is like, if you're like, who has pace? Neto. Like Neto has pace. And don't get me wrong, like he's head down.
He has low IQ too.
Yeah.
Because if you have that much pace, like it's only maybe a couple times where you saw Neto. I don't remember what game it was. I think it was a
like
Barca
use
game
it.
where he just he just said, you know what, I'm just completely sprinting past and timing it as well, right? When you're close enough to the player, where when you accelerate, they can't keep up. Right? I've only seen him use it maybe once or twice, and that's like, yo, this is supposed to be your thing, but you're just like Doku uses it well.
Yeah. You mean you don't like it when Sanchez plays long balls to Neto to try to win headers?
It's all just dog shit.
Or him and Estevao. I'm like, yo, why are we hoofing the ball up the field to fucking Estevao and Neto? like hit it central, at least try to get a knock on.
More or less.
Win the
That's
50,
what we're
win the
doing right
second
now.
ball. Yeah.
Well, as far as hitting it to actual established, like, someone who's actually a number
Yeah,
9.
we
that can't even
can't
hold
we
the ball.
can't play out the back. It's actually crazy because
Yeah.
the idea of us having a team, this is why like I'm not stuck on a style of plays that's super difficult with players inverted and all that, because I'm like, these guys are not that technical. They can't even play out the back. We act like they're players with incredibly high technical ability. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not. They have other kind of abilities. And if your most technical player is your most physical DM, it just says that there is no. I don't know. I don't know if that's a very technical team.
I think the problem is just our center backs can't. If your center backs can't build out of the back, why are you trying to build out the back?
It's a whole
why are you
team
persisting
problem.
with that style?
Yeah.
It's a whole team problem because you've seen low quality guys. What's the guy who plays for Barcelona? Eric
Garcia,
right?
he's fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Low
He's
quality guys
ass.
who are able to, play systems where they build up from the back and everything. Yeah, he's extremely vulnerable
I don't
going the
know,
other
but
way.
Daniel, if you talk to Barca fans, I don't think anybody likes
are.
Eric Garcia.
Of course not. He's not good because
Yeah.
going the other way, he's trash.
I think he's trash both ways. I think he's trash
barely a
both
center
ways.
back anyway.
And he's trash on the ball.
Yeah, I think he's
Right.
just a trash player. Basura.
Right, but you would never say, okay, this team has a problem building up from the back, even with a player like that.
Who are you talking about? I mean, but they have
or
they have
Koundé,
Frankie, they have Pedri. Like they have guys that you can.
Yeah, the guys that can control the midfield.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's because their
yeah.
midfield is of that level that they're still able to build up. They weren't even able to build up against us because our press was like.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying earlier. Our press was crazy.
Yeah, it was
our
on
press never is against these
smaller teams. Yeah.
I don't even want to call them that because it's like if we're on their level, if we keep losing to them. We finish the season, we're 3 points off them. It's like that's nasty.
Yeah.
This season's fucking nasty.
It's December. Every year we just fucking capitulate in December. I don't get it.
I don't even want to just write it off as a December thing. I think it's too easy to do that and just not
It's a bit of a cop out.
bring up the real issues.
But that's where our season fell apart last year.
Yeah, but last season it was because we lost Lavia and Fafana and we didn't have adequate replacements for them.
I know, but we still don't.
If you looked at it, it just came down to that too, really.
But we still don't have adequate replacements for those guys. I mean, maybe
I think Achimpong is a very reliable.
And Fofana is here. He's not missing during this time.
Yeah.
Now the problem is, right, not only do we have that, we've got another 5 or 6 players who are trying to integrate into the first team and this style of play. We still have questions at the back that we haven't answered. We've got a tired squad from the World Cup, a ton of knocks around it, and a manager who's overthinking things.
Do you guys think that the squad is worse than the squad? This squad this year is worse than the squad last year? Everything on the table. Injuries.
I think it's about the same. I think it's about the same.
Yeah, because there's not a lot to separate it. Up top, we were never that clinical. We still don't look that clinical.
Yeah.
The left side was never that impressive. It still isn't that impressive. The back line, I think the fullbacks, I say the centre backs would have got better. One of them's injured, and the other one we already knew the level of.
Yeah.
In goal, you could argue we've got better just because Sanchez has improved his performances. Like, there's just not a lot separating it.
Reece healthy.
Yeah, Reece being most healthy
he's available.
I mean, Kai said it for the most part has been very good. So
a bunch of sideways moves in the summer has just left us here.
Yeah.
Four feels like a generous rating for this team.
Manager thinking more than he did last year. Last year was trying to make an impression, but after the club World Cup, a lot of stuff changes.
Start again, brother. You just broke up. You broke up. Back from the top, please.
No, I'm saying we get worse this year because of the manager. Are you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No,
Not
I just
solely.
Yeah, we
Not
got worse
solely
because of
managed,
the
I
manager.
agree.
I just meant squad. Like when I'm messing it, like just the squad. Like is to a man is the squad 25, 26 better than the squad from 24, 25?
No, because we still have the better players from last year still in our team, so we haven't lost much quality. It's basically on par with last year. The only thing that's different is because Sancho was the type of player who would be on the ball, slow down the football, and we have wingers over there who just rely just on fun pace. That's the only difference I've seen. Because we have Jabber just similar to Ja Felix and Nkunku. And the right side is still the same. I mean, a little bit better with Estevao, but you know, I think Madiwe can play more game at this time. Estevao play right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the ability level's still better than Noni. We can agree on that one.
Yeah.
Big up Brendan saying coping with players because they wear blue, their arse. Who specifically though, Brendan? Let me know who specifically, because like it depends on the player.
Garnacho's is definitely up there. We know that. That's set up from a mile away.
Yeah, there's Enzo. Enzo's been arsed this season. We've all seen that.
Some people might throw João Pedro in that conversation as well.
I don't like
I
João
wouldn't
Pedro.
say João Pedro's been arsed. He's just been in bad form.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's. I thought he's been better than Nkunku and João Felix last year. Granted, those guys didn't play
Maybe
a lot.
marginally.
Yeah, I don't know. He looks like Nkunku a few times.
Say it again, Dave?
Recently, he's been looking just like Nkunku.
Recently, though. I agree on that.
Yeah, recently for sure.
I actually like João Pedro as a player, and I think contrary to other people, I think he should play as striker. But there's a big problem there because he needs somebody to learn to the fullness because he's not refined. You know what I'm saying? He has a little bit about the instinct as a striker, but because he hasn't been playing there lonely by himself, he needs to learn in that aspect. And as soon as he get that, he's going to be very dangerous.
Do you think that this is for anybody, but do you think that João Pedro's performances will get better now that Cole Palmer is behind him?
Absolutely.
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely. Anybody who plays within the attacking third is going to be better once Cole Palmer is there.
People like a player like Palmer's actually played different kind of passes into him, so just straight up crossing the ball.
Yes and no. I think he needs to. He needs to just play striker. Just focus on that. When you're playing elsewhere, or when you're seen as a player who can do other things, when things aren't going well, you try to do the other things, right? You run away from the goal. You run away from trying to get goals. That should be his only focus. Right? Because I mean, you see guys like this. Someone said, learning like, if you had like a mentor or something like that. You see guys like Ferran Torres, right? It's taking him.
Exactly.
He's always gotten goals here and there, but it's like, can he play 10? Is he really a striker? Maybe he plays on the wing, right? And it's like it's taken until this year last year and then really this year for him to be like, okay, no, he's a number 9. Maybe learning off of Lewa all that time through training has gotten in there. I don't know if he's a world-class 9 yet, but he's a number 9 for sure. Right?
Yeah. He's like that, like RIP, that Diogo Jota type of where you're like, you're not technical enough and you don't have the dribbling to play out wide, but you're also not a true center forward. Almost like a Julian Alvarez kind of where he's like, and I know Julian Alvarez is like, I'd rather have him than any of those guys, but he's like not really a center. He's not really a target man, but he's not really a 10.
These are old system, 2 striker system guys.
Yeah.
We should have to find somewhere else to play. In this era, you know what I'm saying? But they're probably always better than everybody else.
Bring back to 4-4-2. Cross. Let's get wingers that actually cross the ball.
Or just play a 3-5-2 or something.
I know. But I'm messing with you.
I don't know. These guys, it's just overcomplicated. But
yeah,
I don't know. Farron has figured out how to play striker now, so
more or less.
Yeah, figure out doing on the weekends or we're fucked. We're going to be doing more therapy sessions. I don't want any of them. This week has fucking killed me, mate.
When you look at Ja Pedro, you know, he has all the attributes to be a good striker. He could head, he could shoot off both feet, you know what I mean? He knows to move off the ball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it just need to be, that's the position he need to learn, you know what I'm saying? When to take 2 touch, when to take 1, you know what I'm saying? Hereabouts. So he needs to get used to playing right there. And if he had an experienced striker, you know what I'm saying, somebody who was at the elite level and, you know, passing the, you know what I'm saying, it would be much better if I could be learning from them.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, he'd be a great second option for us if we like you said, if we had a proper thing up top.
Yeah. Imagine he is the next one to Oshman, like, you know, he learning off a striker like Oshman.
Perfect.
Yeah, because João Pedro's still, what is he? He's like 24,
23,
right?
23.
23.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because he seemed like he's been around.
No,
forever.
he's young. He like, again, if squad planning was better, which it never is going to be, we're going to complain about it forever. But if it was better and you like actually wanted to win, like we said, you're going to have to split up the categories of players that you're actually signing. You would have to sign a top player and then have a player like João Pedro learning from
to learn
him.
underneath them.
You know what I mean? But then you have to pay that top player the money you have to pay them. Likewise, wherever else in the team that you're looking at, right? You're saying, oh, you're trying to get this a winger, or trying to get this center back, so players can learn from them and blah blah blah. And then, you know, they don't want to do it, but that's what you have to do to have a good mixture. Like, you have Aslamino, you have Sarr, and these guys. You should sign a top experienced center back. So they have somebody to learn. It's they haven't realized like that's going to help you. Having Thiago Silva help us.
To be that his injury record's just been too problematic.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Oh no, wait, they want Tostin to be that as well. Sorry.
No, Tostin. What has Tostin ever won? Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. I can't even respond to that. Like, Tosin?
No, I mean, I think we all wanted that though. We wanted like you get somebody that's of a good age, good experience, and also good level. And then it makes that you, because my thing with Josh, and like I like Josh as a player, but I don't want to have to rely on Josh because he's 19, he's learning center back, he's gonna make mistakes, and just like any other 19-year-old center back will that's on this level. So it's just like, don't throw Josh out there and kill his confidence, or have him, like Daniel always says, have him around other bums learning bad habits, bad mistakes. Put him with a proper center back that can teach him, look, when the ball gets here, this is what you want, you want to have an eye on this person.
I mean, but bro, you know, if the club was serious, this is the time that there would be.
The club's not serious. Yeah,
they would be trying to do
now,
all they can, right?
Yeah.
To convince a guy like Gehi to come here.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't get
At
it.
least he doesn't have the Champions League experience, but he has the Premier League experience, right? Or you're going into Europe, you're looking at some
say too much wages.
You're looking at some Champions League center backs who have played in the Champions League for a while. You know what I mean? Like, who have that kind of experience.
Yeah.
Those are the players that you should be looking for, that you feel like you should be able to get.
I
know what I'm saying?
To me, there's no reason why they can't get a Gehi. There's no reason why.
It's half from wages. It's half from wages.
He doesn't. But the money that you're gonna, if you sign him, say you sign him in January, right? If you sign him in January, then that's going to be cheaper because Palace is going to be like, we want to get something out of it. If you don't, and you sign him to a pre-contract, then the money that you're not spending on the transfer fee.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, you saving
ideally, but I completely agree. And I think, Daniel, we talked about this the last stream where we were like, you know what? Fuck the wage structure, because the wage structure is just killing everything. And you know what the solution to that is? Don't give high wages to shitty players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you don't have to go crazy. You just have 3 guys. If you're saying I'm signing 3 players in this summer, maybe those 3 players of real quality that you might have to pay a little bit more. Like I would go back in for Osimhen. I don't know what that relationship is like, but let's be real. There are no killer strikers out there unless you're going for Alvarez, right? That'd be a real move. Like we'll go in for Alvarez to come shoot this kind of team the way we want to play. But that would be a real, you know what I mean? But that's going to cost you $100 million. Are they going to make that kind of move and then pay him $275K? That'll impress me.
What do you think? What do you guys think that Gahey wages would want? Because he can't be on more than 100K at Palace, right?
No, but it's not even that. It's about who's offering him the most, because everyone's going to be coming in for him. There's rumors of Bayern and Madrid now.
Yeah,
really,
north of like 150 easy.
Oof. Yeah,
it's a market for a free agent now.
Yeah,
the free agents have all the power. They got the sign-on bonus. They got everything.
it's only going to become more common too. They're going to look at what a lot of the American sports do in terms of players running down their contract, because then you get all of the, like you said, you get all the options, and you can nice little cheeky sign-on bonus because the club doesn't have to pay a transfer. Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
You can't trust the club to get your moves done either.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, factoring as well, these players don't know how many moves they got left in their careers, so
what's
they want to
Gahey?
cash in when they can.
What's he like? 20, 24, 25?
25.
No, he's probably like 26.
Yeah, 25, 26.
Yeah, he's probably
See,
like
that's a perfect age to bring in a player like Gahey.
Yeah. We have seen host the club as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's 25. He's 25. My bad.
Yeah. But it's crazy though, because this model and these directors have us thinking that 25 and 26 is like old.
It's too old, yeah.
You know, in reality, you're like, if you want a top center back, like that's the age that they start approaching their prime years.
Prime, yeah.
No, but once he plays in the World Cup, because he's probably not going to sign for anybody till he plays in the World Cup. Once he plays in the World Cup and then he signs for, a really big club, like he could even sign for Real Madrid. Like you saw Rudiger and what he was doing back then,
Yeah.
Like
It's
over.
Right after I jumped off the stream, he just tackled Holland, and I was
Man
like,
gives a penalty.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
But
So,
but he's done physically anyways, though, man. Like his knee is trash.
yeah, so I mean they're still in need of a center back. You know what I'm saying?
Because Militao is their version of Fofana.
Yeah, always injured.
And they don't really trust Houston like that. So
Shock
that's what. Yeah, that's what they are. So then when a team like that signs him, then the excuse is going to be, well,
and
you can't
they like a cheap deal
Real
too.
Madrid. You can't compete.
Nobody can compete with Real Madrid.
But we're not even moving to go get these players before there's a competition to be had.
Yeah.
We're not moving with strategy. We're not moving swiftly. And then once these players once we're not able to sign them, then we're like, oh, well, what can we do? There's nothing we can do. This fan base was putting their nose up at Gahey for a while.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's the one. I don't know. Maybe we should get this other random bullshit guy.
He can only play in a 3. He can only play in a 3. He's not. We don't want him to step
I don't
on
know
cold
his level.
wheels.
I don't know his this, that.
Like,
but once he does sign, then it's going to be, well, there's no way we could have signed him. Of course, he's going to sign for this team. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. If they want him, start talking to him now. Make the bids, offer the right wages, and I'm sure he will come. I'm sure he want to stay in England.
Yeah, London too.
If he wants to stay in England and wants to stay in London, he comes to Chelsea. You know what I mean? I don't think City are going to go in for him. You know what I mean? They have Kusanov and
Liverpool probably will.
80 mil guy.
Liverpool probably would, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool is shit.
I think that's the real competition, though. Is
they go through a rebuild, so it's like there is no.
I don't know.
Like there is no guarantee of anybody can get him without say unless a team like a Real Madrid comes into play. And the problem is that we're not doing anything till Real Madrid comes into play.
Yeah, Gahey's got options, bro. Like
he does.
He's got everything in the palm of his hand.
Ball is in his court, yeah.
Which is crazy.
When that time comes, the fan base is gonna be, oh, you can't pay him $200K. I hear it, but it's not. What are you supposed to do?
I don't give a fuck. It's not my money. I don't care. Pay whoever you want. Like the only good thing about this board is that they've shown a pretty decent job of moving on players and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That are, because even if Gahey came and say Gahey comes and for some reason he's on 200K and he flops, the board could probably still move him on as opposed to a Sterling who's like way
We're still stuck with. Yeah.
past his shelf life. But yeah, but like that's what I was saying with wages. Like I don't understand why any supporter, any fan would be like, yeah, we want a wage structure. It's not my money. I don't give a fuck if you pay.
Not to the in line for the rules, if anything. FFP
as long as somebody's
bullshit.
good, as long as somebody's good, and they're performing at the level that I think that they're performing, that pay them whatever. I don't care.
It's incentive-based contracts, though. That's the thing. Like it's sort of like a mid-tier contract, but chance to earn more based on performance. So
yeah.
So,
but we know that Liverpool will come in, and Liverpool would be like, you know what, 250 a week.
it was just flat salary. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're in dire need right now.
But that's what the level that we used to be competing with, where we used to be like, you know what, you come to Chelsea, not only will you win trophies, but you'll also get paid you'll get paid handsomely, and you get to live in the best part of London. No disrespect, Lewis.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's more than that.
I don't know what part of London you live in, but
West.
Oh yeah. So you're good. Then.
Yeah, we are, bro.
Yo, sort them out with a nice little spot. You know. Split
bro,
the rent.
I'm still living with a family, bro. I ain't gonna be able to help you still. I can sort you out the ticket whenever you're down. You can find that. But you're gonna need a membership still. There's only one thing. But yeah, you man, we're gonna wrap this up anyway, and we'll be back tomorrow for the watch along. So keep a lookout for that, guys. Big up everybody. We'll send you over to catch up, like, subscribe.